What's up, guys? It's Killer back here with another Empires and Puzzle video, and today we're going to be going over order of operations. I had a great question asked me from Aaron. He said, man, what happens if I pop off Dom, because I'm not going to go, I think it's Dominator, that's how I pronounce it, Dom and Boomer at the same time. And I was like, if their buff is equal, nothing, you didn't lose anything. But if their buff is different, like Krill and Boltusk, then what you want to do is pop Krill first to get the defense up, and then you want to pop Boltusk next to get the attack up. This is how my brain thinks. And so I thought, it got brought up a couple times in that live stream, so I thought that I'd go ahead and make a video about it and go over order of operations, how you guys might want to set up. And today we're going to go over the buffs of attack and defense. We're going to go over the colored defense, just to kind of show an example of one. And then we're actually going to surprise with healing. So that's why you guys got the Domina, Albie, Ares, and Gwen, and Krill, and Boomer there on the bottom. I hope I'm saying his name right. Probably not. Boomer at the bottom with on the page. So let's get into this. But time for a dramatic reading. Vivica. These woods are abundant with materials we can use for crafting. And so this first team I'm going to bring to you guys is going to be this team. So again, it's Krill, it's going to be Wilbur, it's going to be Boltusk, Boomer, and it's going to be Dominator, or Dom as I like to call her. And we're going to go over these guys' skills. So Krill has a special skill that does 30% attack and 30% defense with a 27% heal. Wilbur does a share damage with a defensive down to the enemies of defensive down of 44% and a defensive up of 63%. Boltusk does a heal of 27% but with attack buff of 48%. And surprisingly, doing my research with Boomer, who does a damage to all for 56% damage, but then he has a holding increase of 80% to against Holy for 3 turns. And Dom, or Dominator, as I like to pronounce it, does a deals damage of 355% damage to enemies and nearby enemies, or damage to the target and nearby enemies. There we go, I can get out. And defense of Holy for 4 turns for a defense against Holy for 4 turns for 80%. Boomer and Dom maxed out do a 94% increase to defense against Holy, and they're equal. The only difference between the two is that Boomer has the 3 turns and Dom has the 4 turns. So you could switch their order. If you needed everybody to get Holy, you'd probably put Boomer on the end there, and if you needed Dom to go off, you could put her on the end there, or whatever, vice versa. I did it this way because the 2 purples are always going to need the yellow shield. I probably would pop Boomer before Dom in certain situations, most situations, so I would think probably more than 50% of the time that would be the case, but we'll go over it. So we don't have any greens, we don't have any yellows, so probably should get rid of those eventually. But we do have the purples. I don't even know if this stage will actually support my theories. So we're going over order of operations, and let's stay on a subject. The order of operations in this situation is that we want to maximize the buffs that we're getting, and the buffs that we're getting are going to be the Holy Shield down, clearly, and we're going to actually get the red. So right now will be a great time to pop Krill, because Krill is actually the weakest buffer out of all of these if you were to put stats on it. Krill has a 30% increase to defense, again, like I said, and 30% increase to offense. So I'd pop him first, and that's why he's got the first spot. We got a heal, and everybody's got their buff up. Great. So we'll go ahead and pop the red, see if we can't get them rolling. And of course we can. There it is, right there. That's what I'm looking for. So boom. So Krill's is probably about to go off right now. And it did. It just went off, which is fine because I've got the next 2 up, which would go in the next order. I go ahead and hit the Wilbur, the Wonderful Feast, and hit Boltusk, Warcry. And now I've got the highest defense up, and I've got the highest attack up that I have in this scenario, this setup. So then next to add would be, I might go ahead just to end this one. Go ahead and shoot Dom off, and boom, that dude's dead. So we'll go on to the next one. So now I've got, and we'll go over so you can see 34 or 63% for 4 turns defense. Great. So for 4 turns, I've got the most defense. Also for 4 turns, I've got the share damage. Great. The 48% attack. Great. I've got that for 4 turns. And now I have Holy for 4 turns. So now this is probably the maximum amount I'm going to be able to get out of the buffs I have. But they're the most from the order of operations of using the special skills. So now we're going to have to use Boomer, and we're going to actually lose a turn anyway, but we're going to lose a turn for the Holy. Maybe this will kill everybody. We'll see. I didn't think it was, but whatever. So now I'm going to use an example. I'm going to try to see if I can get an example of it going the wrong way. And what I mean by that is I'll try to see if I can get Krill and get Boltons going. Let's see if we can get this. We have health pots, but I don't think I want to use them. Cool. I think we, I thought so. We're gonna kill him. So let's see. That wasn't gonna work. So I'm showing you an example of like what I mean by a bad scenario. Let's see. That should. All right. So Krill's up. Don't want to use him yet though. Okay. No, I don't. I got one more. Let's try this. See what happens. I think it's gonna kill him. All right. Didn't. We're good though. Alright, so let me show you an example of it not working in their favor. So now I have Voltus and I have Wilbur up. So let's pop Warcry first. Boom. Everybody should have their attack up. Boom, they do. 48%. Wilbur. Boom. Everybody's got their defensive up. See, 48 and 63 right there. Boom. Krill goes. Everybody just got reduced down to 30. So if you pop Krill last, now if you're in a situation where you got to get a heal, definitely. But if you pop Krill last, it reduces your buff. And this is why you got to pay attention to order of operations. And this is the first example we'll use. We're going to get out of this one and get into the next one. So Krill clearly debuffed your team just now. Now, granted, you might have needed the heal, so that makes sense. But if you didn't need the heal, you just lost a buff. So make sure you guys pop these guys in order and get it cracking. All right. For my next example is my big boy team. This one was kind of surprising to me, and it was actually good to know because now I know what I know. And it was like interesting. I was happy to learn this information. Really puts perspective some of these 4 stars and then some of the 5 stars I have and who's might be a little bit more important than who. So the next group I'm taking are Tarlac, Gatorus, Gwen, Ares, and Albrecht. And you might be like, Killer, what do these guys even have in common? Well, these guys all have a heal over time, and you'd be surprised who's the weakest and who's the strongest. Shout out Dr. Pepper. All right, Tarlac. Tarlac does 100% normal attack for 4 turns. Stacks with similar effects, so up to 160%. The AKA upgrade we'll call, but for tile damage. Now here's where I have been making a huge mistake. Tarlac heals for 324 over 4 turns, and this is at his max skill because I haven't maxed out. Gatorus. Let me not do that. Oh, no. Back. Done. Here we go. Boom. Gatorus. So I've got him a special skill 3 times, but what we're looking at is the heal. And look, his heal already is better than Tarlac's. Now he's slow and he does damage to enemies, and he also increases the attack. So he might be considered Ares 0.5. Not 1, but he's kind of Ares 0.1. But his heal over time is already at 4 turns, so it doesn't last longer, but it's already at 432 compared to Tarlac's, which was at 324. Now, I did some research. His maximum at skill 8, he does 612 over 4 turns. Now, this is the same as Albie and Gwen. Gwen does this heal of 612 over 4 turns. And Albie does as well. Albie, 612 over 4 turns. The one who surprised me the most was Ares. Ares, actually, the way I've got him right now, he's only at level 1, but he's doing 440 healing over 4 turns. Maxed out. His was, after research his card, this might be nerfed, so somebody tell me if I got this number wrong, but it's at 720 over 4 turns. Ares is the biggest healing over time guy in the game. Now, granted, he only hits 3 people, but he also gives you the crit and he gives you the attack, which we didn't go over. At level 1, I didn't do the research on the other ones, but at level 1, all allies get a 33% attack increase and a 22% crit increase. I think that's awesome. Now, you might be like, well, Gilly, you got him at the 3 spot, in the fourth position right now. Why is Albie last? Albie's last in this case because of his resurrection. Now, if you happen to have everybody up, that's when you need to pay attention, order operations, and use Albridge probably, you need to use Albridge probably 4th before the 5th if you're working on heals. So healing wise, it should go Tarlac. It should probably go Gators, or yeah, I'm gonna go Gators, Gwen, Albie, then Ares. If you're looking for something for the mana, if you're looking something for the damage, if you're looking for something for that, then you might pop a different situation. Let's say it was an all yellow group, of course pop Gwen. And let's say you need to get that mana down, of course pop Gwen. This is just talking about the healing over time effect and what these guys do. But this is the order I would pop them in for the healing, except for Albie and Ares. But now, the reason I moved Ares from the 5th spot to the 4th spot in this order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is because Ares' other effects. Albie does all buff. Same with Tarlac. They both do all. They can be at the end because they're still going to affect everybody. But now, for instance, Gators, Gwen, and Ares only affect 3 people. So this is why they're in this position they are. Gwen's in the middle because she's going to affect the 2 next to her. Gators and Ares are going to affect the 2 next to them and affect Gwen. So this is why I've got them set up the way I do. This should be maximizing all their skills the most. Let's get into it, see how it goes. Of course, this board is set up for complete catastrophe. We're probably going to end up smoking these guys. I'll have to do it again. Yeah, because Gwen's going to go off. There we go. And Gwen's already ready to go. I can go ahead and pop her, but we're going to try. I'm going to try to show the stacking effect. See if we can't get this going right here. We need some reds on the board, looks like. Another thing too you have to worry about with Albie and Gators, they're also very slow. So like if you look on them, they have slow attack. Slow attack. I didn't look at Ares. I believe Ares might be slow, if not average. We'll go back over that again. Let me go ahead and pop this, get into it, see if we can get some matches going. There we go. And now we have everybody up. And I can show you what I mean. So we'll go ahead and pop. Tarlac is going to go first. Boom, bing, bang with the chainsaw sword. Cool. So we look at them, got the buff. Everybody's getting 100% normal, and we've got 81 heal over turn. Go ahead, Gators right now. And we'll wait till we go up, but everyone now should be getting a little bit higher. Now we're recovering 108 per turn. We're going to go ahead and hit Gwen, which she's clearly going to be higher, I think, right now than Ares. But as you can see, now we're returning at 153 per turn. Now, I could go ahead and hit Ares, and we'd be losing our attack buff of 35%, which I believe his increases would be 34. So we'd actually lose a percent on attack buff. And then, so I'll go ahead and hit it anyway. But these 3 right here are going to lose their health. So like they're healing right now, their healing is at 110 versus Gators is at 153. So this order right now is based off the skill level, how long works out good. Let's go into Albridge. So we'll pop Albie, boom, and because everybody's going to get covered. So now let's look at how many buffs we've got. So Gators will have the higher attack because we popped Order of Operations. So we've got 100% natural attack. We've got a 153, which is the highest I can get right now because Ares is not maxed up for healing. We've got another 35 attack for 4 turns, and we've got a 54 dark, and we have the mana recovery of 7% for 4 turns. Tarlac should have the same. Tarlac does have the same. Cool. And now let's look at Gwen. Gwen should actually have increased, but her attack went down by the 2% because she was next to Ares. An Albie should be the same as Ares, and Ares should be the same as Albie. Yep, all the same right there. Actually, the mana recovery actually went up on him. He's at 8%. Albie's at 7. That's weird. That's unique. Guinevere's at 8%. This could be because of the troop too. So that's probably what that is right there. That's probably troop. And then yeah, recovery. That's definitely the troop kicking in right there. So as you guys can see, it's about who's got the highest healing and what orders you're popping in. In this case, Albie is actually working out because of my Ares not being maxed out. But you see a difference with Ares in there, and I'll pop Albie in this situation. But now let's see what all this damage does for us, even though I have no diamonds with what I've got going. Let's see what happens. And of course, the crit goes off, and other things go off. And look at that. That hit is hard. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop green to get some more green buffs and stuff going there, because I think the green's the one making the biggest impact. But guys, you guys see the order of operations plays a big portion when it comes to just little nicks and things. This could help you more like along your rating offensively, and then also possibly against Titans. The reason you because sometimes you bring color matches. Like prime example, I was bringing let's say I brought Gormick, and let's say I brought Wilbur. Gormick does less defensive down than Wilbur does, but you might want the damage first. So hit Gormick, Wilbur, and then hit your other offense like Guardian Falcon, or I probably would go Guardian Falcon, Gormick, Wilbur, Gravemaker, and then some other people's, and then maybe Scarlet or something like that. But that's just a similar situation. So we'll go ahead and pop them again. Get everybody nice and tucked away. We've got the diamond, and then Gwen can go off, and Gwen will actually, she'd probably increase. She really wouldn't do anything besides give him another purple shield. But yeah, guys, this is similar to what you guys are looking for order of operations. I hope this helps with the buffing and why you set up a team the way you do, and why people are recommending you. Like, for instance, somebody asked why am I losing war, and they said switch Albie to #1. So the reason you in war you put Albie where Tarlac is because if Albie revives and somebody has their special skill up, Albie goes, the special skill goes next, another special skill goes next, another special skill goes next. If he reses more than one, if they're all using their special skill. This is just an example of increasing buffs on offense when you have control of it. On defense, though, we totally would switch this up. Albie would definitely be where Tarlac is, and then the rest would be in order based off who does the higher damage and stuff like that. And the only reason I say that is because of you want the higher stuff to go last, or to go in order, so that you get the maximum out of your defensive team. So that was put to me. So you guys know, I'm covering the defense side of it for like raids. But like in this situation, we're just talking about like on offense. So on offense, you want your hires to go last so that you can get the max out of the buff. Again, it's situational. Only time I would disagree with this is in a healing situation. If you need healing, pop the healing. If you don't need the healing, pop it in order so you get the max out of your buffs. And guys, I think that's going to bring this one to the end. I didn't want to talk you to death. This is a little bit on the educational side. We do have the down week. I probably will drop a couple of videos. I'm actually in the studio, and I'm actually in my my gaming room right now. So we'll see how it goes. And there you go. Boom. Actually, you know what's funny? I popped Gators right now, but he's the only one I have that does any damage. I probably would pop him last if I was in a situation trying to like farm or do something, because he'd have all those nice buffs up, nice buffs up, and get a good hit in on somebody. But yeah, man, look at that. That crit was crazy. On green was a 1,300 hit, and I know I'm way overpowered for this team, but still, that was crazy. Guys, and I hope that helps with the order of operations. I hope that was kind of interesting. Somebody asked that question. Big shout out to Aaron and everybody who supported me on my 12-hour stream. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. Join me on Discord. Join me on IG. And join me on YouTube if you haven't already. You probably have if you're seeing this. But like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Leave all your comments and let me know what you guys think. Big shout out to Salem for giving this beautiful background. Had to display it one more time. And guys, kill out. Peace.